We are live. Yes, here we go. Hello everyone, I'm Steph. We are doing the Spa PR Takes 10 today with Edith Mayer, who is a TikTok star. So I'm really excited for her to join us and talk to us a little bit about that today. I'm just going to ask her to join. Oh, they've moved everything around. Hold on, here we go. There she is. There she is.
Hi. I don't know if you
I know, it's like moved. The last time it used to be really obvious, then it moved and I was like, oh my god, I'm panicking. I don't know how to do it. How are you?
Yeah, I'm really good. Thank you. How are you?
Yes, good, thank you. Well, thank you very much for joining us today. It's really good to speak to you. Obviously, TikTok is such a massive platform now, so it's really interesting to talk to someone like yourself who's managed to make a success of it and have got some really good content, and all your viewers and likes and stuff. I think you've got like 4 million likes, is it now?
I think so, yeah. I don't keep track on it, if I'm honest.
Oh, well, cool. So the questions really, so TikTok's been around for a little while, sort of before lockdown and everything, but it seems to have really blown up recently. And you started back in 2019. So why do you think it did suddenly get really big all of a sudden?
I think lockdown was a big part of it because I think like people were home more, obviously on their phones more, bored, and it was just like the perfect thing. I think TikTok's really lucky that lockdown happened in a way because it just, like I said, people are bored and they want something to do, and once you're on that, you just can't get off it. Basically, it's like
Oh,
addicting.
it is so addictive. The amount of times that I've just like, I watch it before I go to bed a lot of the time, and I end up being there for like an hour, and then I'm like, oh
Oh,
God, the early hours.
yeah.
So what do you like about TikTok compared to other social media platforms?
I think it's so like user friendly. It's so easy to use. It's minimal. You can create something like minimal effort. Like if you want to put a video on Instagram, I used to have to film and edit at my computer and everything. Whereas with TikTok, you can kind of just do it all from your phone, so it's really easy.
Yeah.
And I think like you can discover new people easier on there and different faces and stuff. I just feel like, yeah, you can just discover new people easier than on other platforms. They kind of just show you the same people over and over again on other platforms. So I think it's really good to sort of like get your name out there, get your face out there and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. So what was the type of content that you were making that you really started to notice that people were viewing you more? Like I know like the For You page is where a lot of people discover people. So what was it that you were doing that made you so popular so quickly?
Well, I always like my sort of like thing is fashion and beauty. It's always been my thing. So I always think that things like tutorials and stuff do really well.
Yeah.
People like videos where they can get information out of something that will benefit them as well.
Yeah.
Um, I started just doing like a few bits on like healthy lifestyle and stuff. They seem to go really well, and I wasn't prepared for that because I didn't know much about a healthy lifestyle. Prepared for that to go as well as it did. So it kind of like that went well, and that kind of kept me going with that. But like I said, it's the same thing because people will learn something or something that'll benefit them from the healthy lifestyle videos as well. So
Yeah.
I always try and think like, if I was watching this video, what would I learn from it? And
Yeah.
that seems to do well for me.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because you did a lot of your like weight loss journey, and you post like recipes and exercises that you do now, and also like you say you have it's more visual. So you were doing like before and afters, and like your progress after a week, 2 weeks, and I think having that visual aid is well, it's the visual platform, so that's what
Yeah,
makes it so easy to consume and watch over and over again.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, and I think like again, I think just something that's relatable to other people as well seems to do really well. If I just the same, I just think like what how other people feel and what other people would like to get out my video, and I like people who are relatable because
Yeah.
instead of like who's just like constantly like perfect, doing things perfect, I'm not like that at all. So I cross like that because That's how everybody is really, yeah.
Yeah, I think Instagram's definitely the more like curated feed, so it's nice to have like a platform that's a bit more real and, like you say, a bit more relatable. Cool. So,
Definitely, yeah.
a little bit about how user friendly that you find it is. Do you think that you have to have a certain amount of video skills to be good at making TikTok content, or is it something that you just practice and copy other people trends and things like that?
Yeah, I'd say it's definitely practice. I wouldn't say you need video skills. It's so weird. I find the videos you put the least effort in and the ones you just sort of like whip together really quickly are the ones that do the best. I feel like
Yeah,
on Instagram, it's more like the more effort you put in, the better it would do. But on TikTok, it's like that complete opposite. And then
yeah,
you could hours like trying to make a video really look really nice and cool, or like do transitions and stuff. And just the one you've threw together in 5 minutes and not made an effort with is the one that does the best out of all of them. So I don't think you need any video skills or anything really. Just need to be confident and just be yourself on it. Really,
yeah.
that's the key.
Oh, that's reassuring because I'm rubbish with videos. So, what's your favorite kind of TikTok content to watch?
I'm I'm like someone who just watches like the ridiculous funny videos on it. Even though I'm very fussy with what I put on my own page, I just watch like the most random stuff on it ever, and I'm constantly like showing them to my boyfriend. Oh, look how funny this is, and he's like, no, it's
That's
not.
exactly what I've done. Like, I really love cat TikTok. Like, that's my favorite. I find cat TikTok really funny, and I'm always like, "Ha!" He's like, "Oh, cool."
Yeah, I was like, I don't get it. I'm like, oh, you don't understand.
So, do you think that brands should have some sort of presence on TikTok? Like, obviously, a lot of them have like a really big Instagram and Facebook following. Do you think that brands should be more visible on TikTok to maybe reach different audiences?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think they should go down like a different route, like not try and be too serious on it. Maybe try and make a funny video with their products and stuff rather than something that's really serious like you would put on Instagram. Because you find like the most, like again, it's the most random things that work on it.
Yeah,
I know this sounds completely random, but I think it's like Ryanair or someone, the aeroplane people.
I love their TikTok.
Videos on. And I genuinely think that something like that would work so much better than just like an advert type of like thing. You need to go down the funny random vibe, I would say, for brands on it. And it also like helps you see a different side to the brand, yeah, that they have got a fun side as well. So
Yeah.
I do think they should have a presence on it, but maybe take a different approach to what they do on their other social media accounts, I'd say.
I guess it's what you were saying about being yourself and like your own personality. I guess it's a good opportunity for a brand's personality to shine through. So
Yeah,
where on like brand they might be more about the aesthetics, like on TikTok they can be a bit more playful and have a bit more fun.
yeah, definitely. I think so. Yeah, because it's what the app is all about, really.
Yeah, definitely. So what would your tips be then to someone who wants to sort of be a TikTok person or make good TikTok content? What would be your sort of like top three tips on how to do something good?
Um, my top three tips would be just like I said, I always think as if I was watching this video, what do I want from it? And I always
Yeah,
think people got such a short attention span on TikTok because you can just scroll past and the video's gone forever. So you
yeah,
really, in the first few seconds, you need to like say something, have writing, something that's going to show them what the video is about and catch their attention. I think you've got like I said, literally just a few seconds to catch somebody's attention. So
yeah,
my first tip is sort of just put something there to grab their attention first off. Because if you start rambling on and then get into the video, like say halfway through, people are gone. They're not good. So I'd say that. And then again, like I say, just stay yourself, be relatable. And I feel it's hard with TikTok because it's very trend based. So you kind of want to bring your own ideas, but you also need to follow the trend as well. So I would say get a trend, but always put your own spin on it rather than just copy someone else's video, like frame to frame, word for word. Try
yeah,
and think, how can I make this trend relate to me? And usually,
yeah.
if you relate to it, somebody else will as well. That's what I find is I always try and put my own little spin on a trend rather than follow it word for word to what somebody else has done. So
Yeah.
yeah, kind of my tips. And just be consistent and post as often as you can. And if a video doesn't do well, don't worry about it, because maybe the next one will be completely different. It's so unpredictable. Don't get yourself down if your video doesn't do well, because it happens to everyone on there.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of people say that they're sort of like, you know, what doesn't work once, like you just keep going, and then you find that, like you say, something completely random that you don't think is going to do well at all just suddenly really blow
Yeah.
up. I find as well the ability to like choose like the song that's like a song that's trending can like really boost your views as well. If you use a song that like loads of people are using, that can like really help
Yeah,
people
definitely.
find.
TikTok kind of has the homepage where it kind of gives you all that information already. It says like trending hashtags, trending songs, so you can just pick, you can find that information so easily on it. Whereas on Instagram, it's hard to find what's trending and stuff because it doesn't really show you. It's so much harder to grow on Instagram. So if you want to grow and get your face out there, definitely recommend that app.
It's like it handed all the tools to you to be like, here you go.
Exactly.
Do it.
Yeah, yeah.
What's
It's
going
so
to do?
creator friendly, I feel. Yeah.
Cool. Well, I think we had a question, so let me just go and find it. Lots of people saying that you're very beautiful, which you are. Where's it gone? I think it was quite near the beginning. Oh, what's been your most popular video so far? Do you know?
I've had a few. I think beauty wise, I did a video just showing people how to do eyeliner because I feel like everyone struggles with that. So I did a video showing how to do like an eyeliner and stuff, and that was my first ever video to kind of go like viral. And so that was the first one, and then after that, I find like my weight loss before and afters always do really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like before and afters, people like something like dramatic, yeah, so like a dramatic change. People seem to like it. Yeah.
Yeah. Brilliant. Well, I think that was the only one. Obviously, if anyone wants to follow you, they can follow you on Instagram, and then on TikTok, your name's the same as your Instagram handle as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the same, yeah, yeah.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for speaking to me today. And yes, I'm sure we'll speak soon. And make sure that you join next week for our Instagram live. But yeah, have a lovely day.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks.